Well, with the kids enjoying some summer fun, parents are keeping an even closer eye than usual on them these days after a terrible and tragic couple of days in the water. A Surrey toddler drowned in a swimming pool on Sunday night, and his grandmother, who, as we told you, tried to save the toddler, has now also died. In Quebec last week, a 16-month-old girl could not be revived after she fell into her family's pool. On Vancouver Island, water safety experts say you cannot eliminate the water risk, but you certainly can minimize it. CTV's Andrew Johnson shows us how.
Ethan and Olivia can't get out the door fast enough. There's a swimming pool to splash around in under the watchful eye of their mom.
They know that there has to be an adult present in the backyard to watch them when they're in the pool. They don't go in the pool or near the pool when we're not there with them. When the pool isn't in use, we keep it covered.
The Garlands also keep their gate closed. They, along with many other parents, have watched with horror what has unfolded in the water over the past week. Nothing could be done to save a Surrey toddler who fell into a pool. Not far away, another was rescued in the nick of time the next day. In Quebec, there have been 40 drownings this year alone, the latest last week. A 16-month-old girl who was watching TV when her mom went upstairs and drowning in the pool when she returned less than a minute later.
Babies to 4 years old, we're finding that parental supervision is an area that we really need to focus on because it only takes a matter of seconds until a child can get into trouble around the water.
Mikhail's mom watches him like a hawk.
We've had a couple close calls, so I'm pretty on top of it now. I'm usually watching him all the time, or if I'm not, another parent is, because he knows at the beach now he can only go into the water up to his knees.
Water safety experts say one of the biggest misconceptions is you can hear a child drowning. They'll be screaming or yelling, thrashing around, but usually that's not the case. It often happens silently, and if a child does manage to make it back to the surface, they're too busy gasping for breath to cry out for help. Even more reason to pay close attention. The Red Cross strongly recommends swimming lessons. If your kids are too young, make sure they can't sink.
If you have small children that can't swim, why not put a life jacket or a PFD on them when they're around the water? And if they do fall in or get in trouble, they'll float to the top.
The kids will take care of the rest. You know, having fun.
Andrew joins us now with more. Andrew, what kind of regulations are in place and what are the bylaws to make sure that people who have big pools in their backyards, the permanent ones, keep kids out when there's no supervision?
Well, Hudson, it can vary by municipality. This is how it works in Saanich. If the pool is more than 45 centimeters deep, it must be surrounded by a fence at least 1.2 meters or 4 feet high. The fence must also be self-closing and self-locking. One other note regarding pools, Hudson, the little ones, you can fill up with a hose for the little ones to play in. A lot of people just leave those filled overnight when they're not being used, and a neighboring child can wander by and fall in. So good advice there is when you're done using it, dump it out.
Yeah, good advice indeed, and supervise the kids at all times.
Can't have too much of that.
Yeah. Andrew, thank you.
You're welcome.